Hello everyone, it's Kiki. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be using some scratch paper. I used to play with this all the time when I was a kid at summer camp. They had a little craft cabin. You could choose which craft you wanted to do. They had the little beads, and they had these, and they had stuff called GIMP. That was also another favorite. The only thing I could do was make the little box thing and the rope ladder. That's about it. But I loved it, and I had like tons of it. But I was thinking about the scratch paper the other day, and I was like, you know what, I really want to. I wonder if I can find it. So I was looking online, and yeah, I wasn't even looking for it. I happened to be on Facebook, and there it was, the Arteza ad. So I'm like, hey. So I ordered me some, and it is here, and I am going to attempt to be fancy with it. I'm not sure how well it's going to go. I remember that there is a trick to sort of give yourself a guide without actually scratching the paper, so I'm going to attempt that. Alright, so there. Oh, they're little postcards. That's cute. A bunch of stencils. Oh, little bits are falling out. And our sticks. And our nail filers to sharpen the sticks. Alright, well this one's definitely a rainbow, so we're gonna play around with that one. Okay. You should be able. Yep. It's real faint. I don't know how well you can see it there. It's kind of there. But you get the point. So it gives you a very light guide that you can follow, because then I can do this and get my little scratcher out. And I can follow the circle. There's the mouth. There's the nose. And the mouth. Ta-da! Isn't he cute? Sharpen these suckers. Very fine. I'm gonna use this. No. Yeah. Excuse me while I sharpen my wooden stick. Very fine. This scratch board's a lot easier to scratch on than the last scratch board I had. Still have to apply just the right amount of pressure though. I drew Luffy. So the idea of what I was putting on this came from the fact that I knew that there was both gold and silver panels in the package, and the fact that I had been replaying through Twilight Princess. So the cover image, you know, it's split, and you have Link on that side, and it's sort of a goldy color, and then you have this wolf form on that side, and it's like a silvery gray color. So I was like, oh, that's perfect. So yeah, that's what I decided to do. And I found the image on Google and then just put it into my art rage and traced it out, and then fussed with my printer, which is like freaking ancient, to get the printed version out so that I could trace and get the guidelines for what I was going to do onto the scratch to the scratch paper, scratch board, whatever you want to call it. And then just, I kept the image on my phone so I could reference that as well, just to make sure I had the different spots right. And just, went in on it and did my best. The gold one with Link was really hard to figure out where to put the light, just because the gold is extra reflective. It's just purely reflective. So it was really hard to figure out where to put the light so that I could see what I was doing. You see me leaning in real close so that I don't get too much of a reflection, and so that I can see my guidelines as well. But also to figure out where to put the light so that the camera could see it. I never really quite figured out where to stick it though. The silver was a little bit easier because instead of just being bright and shiny, it gave more of a rainbow sheen to it, so it wasn't illuminated like the gold was. It was just there, essentially. It was just shiny paper without being bright, which helped a little bit. And yeah, I don't have too much to say. I do apologize for having 2 Zelda artworks in a row. I promise the next video will be different. But yes, I hope you enjoy it, and I have a bunch more scratch paper left over, so I will definitely think of something to do on those as well. Maybe I'll make a giant Pikachu on one of the gold ones. I don't know. Anyway, again, I hope you enjoy it, and see you at the end. Alright, so it's all done. I have finished the shiny. Look at the shiny, it's so shiny. Turned out really well, in my opinion. The wolf was a little hard, just because most of him is dark, game-wise, so, in the picture especially, so it's kind of, I had a little bit here and there just to kind of help define him. But Link turned out really well. Look at him, he's so shiny. But yeah, and then I just sort of, just to make it a square, added in these little, I don't know what the squiggles on them are. Of course, I started making the squiggle. I'm like, I should have done like the little Twilight square things, and I didn't. But yeah, it's all done, and it's beautiful, and I didn't mess up so horribly that I wasn't able to fix it, so I didn't have to, waste anything. So that's really great. But I went, you know, for fun, just took my doodle page. I took my doodle page to my brother, and I said, do you wanna scratch on it for old time's sake? He's like, well, okay, for old time's sake. So I gave it to him, and I gave him the little scratchy thing. He goes, scratch, 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 scratch. I'm like, what the hell is he doing? It's just putting lines. And then he got to the 4th line. I was like, I know what he's doing. He's like, well, if I'm going to doodle for old time, then I have to do an old time doodle. You got a point. But that was my brother's contribution to that, and then he said, if you can't tell, I'm very happy with how it came out. I'm just glad that I had a big enough piece of poster board left over from when I was framing my mom's picture from forever ago. But yeah, it's all done, and I'm very happy with it, and I have a ton of scratch board left that I have no idea what I'm going to do with. I wish they gave you more than 2 galaxy pieces, though. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video and enjoyed the artwork in the video and would like to see more, then please check out some of my other videos. And if you enjoy those as well, then please hit the like button. And if you really enjoy the videos and want to see more, then make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell so that you get notified. And I hope to see you around on my RT journey. Until the next time, bye!